The road to the Cyclone Taylor Cup was not an easy one for the Revelstoke Grizzlies, and it's been a long one. You need to go back to last year's playoffs. The Grizzlies made it to the finals against Kimberley after two grueling 7-game series against the Soyuz Coyotes and the 100 Mile House Wranglers. They learned a lot about what it takes to be a champion through their disappointment last season, and they came into the 2018-19 season even stronger and more determined. Revelstoke started the season 11-0 and battled the Kelowna Chiefs all year long for the top spot in the Okanagan-Shuswap Conference. Their biggest test early on came on November 9th at the Forum.
Well, face-off outside of Chiefs zone to the far boards. Off the face-off, Patrick wins it, plays it back to Wiatska. He's at his blue line. Taking his time, he plays it over to BODTKER. BODTKER with some speed at center into Chiefs zone. Gets around one guy on net, back, and he scores! Tommy BODTKER!
Talking with head coach and general manager Ryan Parent, he felt that was an important win for his club.
I think it was big. I knew that, you know, we've got a few Kelowna kids in there. Those young men I know always rise to the occasion against Kelowna. Our whole group, we have a lot of that Okanagan area players, if you will. And I think that it kind of ricocheted through our group, and we want to be good against Kelowna. I mean, I think they were undefeated at the time. So we knew that, if anybody was going to beat them, it had to be us. And then we battled out through the season with them. I think we had 3 games against them, and we had lost the other 2. But our statistical analysis of those games were if you will, were showing us that we were really competitive with them. We were right there, and so our objective was to get better throughout the season so that we were prepared to beat them.
The Revelstoke Grizzlies were top 3 in the KIJHL and had the 3rd best record in BC. On the unofficial KIJHL power rankings, Revy was ranked number 1, and as it turned out, for good reason. As strong as this team is at putting the puck in the opposition's net, it's a team that scores by committee. Defensively, they were sound, allowing the 2nd fewest in the regular season. The Grizzlies had the best PK in the KI at over 92% and the 3rd best power play at over 24%. Good general managers are always looking to the future when putting together great hockey clubs. After coming so close last season, Coach Ryan explains the thought process when putting this group together.
I think it's an ongoing process. We just wanted to put together a group that we felt could be successful and have a chance to compete for our final destination, which is always the KIJHL championship. To be honest with you, I don't think we were ever looking beyond that. I think there were some really good hockey teams in our league. So. Number 1, Kelowna was a real animal this year. I felt that they were an offensive juggernaut. And then obviously off the other side, they had Nelson, Beaver Valley, Kimberley. I really didn't know exactly who was going to come out of there, but I had hoped that we would have had the character to make it to that final series.
I know that character is one of those overused words when talking about champions. But the thing about cliches is that they're generally true. Since he mentioned the word character,
I will say that we have a collective character in our group that it really permeates. I just think we have so many guys who want it. And so many guys who were with us the year prior who got stung by not winning it. And sometimes you got to go through that, and you got to find out. What is it that it's going to take to win? And I think that our group was able to reach and dig deep to find those, to find it within themselves. So I'm not really going to pinpoint any one individual, because if you take a look at our lineup, we have a lot of guys who dig pretty deep every game and lay it on the line every game to get it done.
In the KIJHL playoffs, there were some incredible attendance numbers, especially in the finals. Over 1,500 for Game 2 in Kimberley. One of the wildest fan bases has to be at the Forum, unquestionably the loudest barn in BC Junior B hockey. The fans are loud, loyal, and will even break into song. It's an experience, to say the least.
I think we have the best fans in the league, and I mean, to be able to be supported by such a raucous group in the Forum there night after night. I mean, it's not like you have a Tuesday game and they forget about you. I mean, they're coming out droves every game, and they've made it the best place to play in the KI. And I think that the players know it, the coaches know it, and they've really put hockey on the map in Revelstoke. So our booster club, our fans, our billets, the whole community is behind this team, and they're proud of their hockey club.
The Revelstoke Grizzlies are KIJHL champions after knocking off the two top teams in the KI and the province. Now that they're at the top tournament in BC Junior B hockey, Coach Ryan Parent offers some advice for his players.
I think I want them to enjoy the experience. The rink for us has to be a destination. So I want our players to enjoy the experience. I also want them to understand that we've worked hard for this, and we represent 20 teams on the eastern half of this province and a lot of those programs are very strong. As you said, the previous year, 100 Mile House, that was an absolute war getting through them the previous year. This year, getting through Kelowna. I mean, they were a very difficult team to get through. Getting through Kimberley, very difficult team. And even looking back to Kamloops and 100 Mile, getting through those two teams, just getting out of the Doug Burke's division is a feat. And then completing the task within the Okanagan is a feat. So, having the chance to play in the finals, we knew we had a 50-50 chance going in, and if we did the right things, we could be successful. So we're representing those 20 teams now as we kind of move forward into the Cyclone.
The Revelstoke Grizzlies, 2018-19 KIJHL champions.
Now the puck is taken by the Grizzlies coming out of their own zone. It's BODTKER. BODTKER put it on the right side for Flan. Flan around Lucas. Chilton. Shot, goal! The Grizzlies at 12:33 open up a 3-1 lead over the Kimberley Dynamiters. 10 seconds left in the period. Vulcan with the puck. The Revelstoke Grizzlies are the KIJHL champions for 2018-2019. And the Kimberley Dynamiters gave it all they had, but the Grizzlies had a little bit more. And they take home the KIJHL championship banner. Game. The third star from the Revelstoke Grizzlies, number 4, Caleb Rouse. He was a tower on defense. Second star from the Kimberley Dynamiters, number 27, Ryan Skite. And the first star from the Revelstoke Grizzlies, number 21, Carter Anderson. And now the banner for the KIJHL championship along with the trophy.
And Jim, for the last 5 years, the Dynamiters have either been in or won the KIJHL championship. This is the first time on home ice we've seen either team awarded, as all the other ones have happened on the opposing rinks.
And you know that the Grizzlies had retribution in mind.
Look at that new trophy.
They did not want to go back to Revelstoke to take the banner. They wanted to take it here at the Kimberley Civic Center.